Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfaker here, and welcome back to another Battlefield 4 video. So, this time around I want to talk to you guys about sniping helicopter pilots in Battlefield 4. Since I know, or I guess that most of you guys know me from either the Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 version of the How to Snipe Heli Pilot video that I made a while back for each game, I thought it would be a good idea to just talk a little bit about that and explain why it's not all that good in Battlefield 4, because lots of you guys were asking like, why not more heli snipes? And yeah, I will answer the question in a few seconds, but first let's compare a little bit the sniping aspects of sniping heli pilots in Battlefield 3 versus Battlefield 4. I think I'm kind of above average guy of knowledge if it comes to the topic, because I've been pretty much sniping pilots as soon as it was possible. But if we just strictly compare Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, because I know most people at least played those two games, it's the most likeliest that if you're subscribed now you played one of those two. We can both agree on that sniping heli pilots in Battlefield 3 was a lot easier. But why is that? In Battlefield 3, of course, the game was a lot snappier. The only real issue we had with just sniping helicopter pilots in general was the suppression mechanic, because as soon as someone was firing close to you, the suppression mechanic would kick in. I mean, they nerfed it after a while, after they buffed it to like heaven, and then they nerfed it just a little bit. But the suppression effect was so strong that the bullet was just offset from the center of your scope, and you would just miss randomly. But again, this was the only problem, and the bullet still had to be fairly close to you in order to be able to suppress you. So it was kind of a fair trade still, you could say. And again, the game of Battlefield 3 was a lot snappier. Now if we compare that to Battlefield 4, in Battlefield 4 everything is a little bit more slower when it comes to snappiness and just reactions. And I don't mean the player, I just mean the game in general. It just like handles everything a little bit slower, it takes a little bit more time to react and all stuff. So one of the first problems is, of course, now, as soon as you snipe a helicopter pilot and you see he's dead, the helicopter pilot, or better said, the helicopter in general, still has the health bar, it's still shown as an enemy, it's still flying, and it takes like almost a whole second or so, depending on how good your ping is, for the for the game to register, oh wait, the pilot is actually dead, so we have to stop flying and we have to stop shooting. However, usually by that time you're normally dead, because even after the death of the heli pilot, the helicopter, for some magical reason that's only like, well, known to Battlefield 4, just won't stop shooting at you. Same goes for all the flying mechanics. The flying mechanics in Battlefield 4 are a lot more, I would say, not random, like a lot more flinchy, you could say, because they're they're not flowing into each other as fluently. They're more of a zigzag moving thing, which of course is always hard to hit. But yet again, these are basically the main problems I see in Battlefield 4, and this is also why I think helicopter sniping in Battlefield 4 kind of sucks, because even though you kill the guy and he's already dead, the helicopter just keeps firing at you and you're dying because of that. Also, another reason, of course, is that we still have the suppression mechanic in Battlefield 4. Of course, in Battlefield 4 you usually only get the normal scope sway, if there's not the random glitch / bug which will give you the random bullet deviation. But if there's just a random offset of the scope, I mean like the added scope sway, it's still very possible. However, since most chopper gunners are running the explosive miniguns and not the normal ones, you're getting suppressed by such like huge distances, even though they're firing so far away from you and you're still being suppressed. So that's another pain in the ass, kind of. So I hope this did not turn out as a rant, because I did not try to be ranty. I was just trying to kind of point out the mistake there is. Of course, I would like to see that fixed in Battlefield Hardline. For some reason, it didn't work to snipe pilots all that much in the beta, but again, we had the same problem in Battlefield 4 in the beta, so I'm really sure that there won't be any issues. But yeah, let me know what you think about the whole topic, and I think that's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and like Skillfaker out.